Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about electrochemical cell. This is a very important topic under electrochemistry. Here, electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell means the relationship between electric current and chemical change. The relationship between electric current and chemical change in that cell. Here, electrochemical cell is classified into two types. One is electrolytic cell. Second one is galvanic or voltaic cell. We know about the electrolytic cell. It is the electrolysis. Here electrolytic chamber will be there. Anode, cathode connected to the battery. When we pass the electric current, chemical reaction will take place. So in electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. That means electrical energy is utilized for chemical change. So this is about electrolytic cell. Next one, galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Today we are going to discuss about the galvanic cell or it may be voltaic cell. Now this is one galvanic cell. Here two jars are there, two electrode. This is one electrode, this is one electrode. Here this electrode is dipped in one solution, electrolytic solution, and another electrode is dipped in another solution. Both are connected to the voltmeter. Through the voltmeter, both the electrodes are connected. The purpose of voltmeter is to calculate the amount of current, how much current is generated here. Again, in electrolytic cell, we are giving the electric current. That current is utilized for chemical change. In galvanic cell, we are not giving any electric current. Because of chemical reaction, current will be generated, electricity will be generated in voltmeter. So, both are reversible. Now, here one electrode is dipped in one solution, electrolytic solution. Next, second electrode is dipped in next solution. Both are connected to the voltmeter, and both the solutions are connected with the salt bridge. The purpose of salt bridge I will explain later. Now, salt bridge contains KCl, potassium chloride, KNO3, and agar-agar medium. This is semi-solid medium. It is mixed with agar-agar is mixed with KCl and KNO3. This is about salt bridge. Now this is about galvanic cell. In our syllabus about the Daniell cell, we are going to discuss about the Daniell cell. The Daniell cell, say this is the electrode. Under galvanic cell, this is the electrode, anode. This is the electrode, cathode. Now under Daniell cell, this is the zinc electrode. So it is a zinc electrode. This one is copper electrode. Now zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. This solution is ZnSO4 solution. ZnSO4 solution. This solution is CuSO4 solution, copper sulfate solution. Again, under galvanic cell, we are discussing about the Daniell cell. In Daniell cell, zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. Both the solutions are connected with the salt bridge. Salt bridge is made up of KCl or KNO3 with agar-agar medium. Now, both the electrodes are connected with the voltmeter. The purpose of voltmeter is to calculate the amount of current generated in the cell. Now, zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution, which is act as an anode. Copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution, which is act as a cathode. Generally, in electrolytic cell, anode symbol is plus, cathode symbol is minus. But in galvanic cell, anode is minus, cathode is plus. This one I will explain in single electrode potential. Now, why it is minus opposite and why this one is a plus. Now, this is about Daniell cell construction. Next, here always at anode oxidation will take place. At cathode, reduction will take place. Oxidation at anode, reduction at cathode. Oxidation means losing of electrons, reduction means gaining of electron. Now, this is about the construction. We will see the reaction now. Anode. Now, zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution, which is act as an anode. Copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution, which is act as a cathode. Now, at anode reaction, at this chamber reaction, at anode, reaction is oxidation. Oxidation means losing of electron, releasing of electron. Now, zinc rod dissolves in zinc sulfate solution. It releases Zn plus 2 ions in the solution. Zn plus 2 ions in the solution. So, zinc rod, zinc, solid substance, dissolves in the solution, releasing Zn plus 2 ions in the solution. Zinc is dissolving as Zn plus 2 means it is releasing ions into the solution. Same time it is releasing electrons. So those electrons are passed through external circuit from anode to cathode, reaches the cathode, enter into the solution, copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution contains Cu plus 2 ions. Cu plus 2 ions gains those 2 electrons deposited as a Cu, copper, deposited as a copper. This is the reaction. Now anode, reaction is oxidation. Zinc, solid substance, dissolves in zinc sulfate solution, releases Zn plus 2 ions, aqueous medium Zn plus 2 ions, releasing electrons. Now at cathode, at here, reduction. Copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. So CuSO4 contains Cu plus 2 ions. Those Cu plus 2 ions gains electrons, these 2 electrons, deposited as a Cu. Solid substance Cu is deposited here. This is the reaction. So electrons flows from anode to cathode. If the electrons are flows from anode to cathode means current flows in a reverse direction, cathode to anode. So flow of electrons from anode to cathode, flow of current from cathode to anode. Now this is cathode reaction, this one is anode reaction. Next up, this is about the cell reaction in Daniell cell. Again, this is a cell, galvanic cell. If the electrodes are zinc and copper, this cell is Daniell cell. Zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution, copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. Both are connected with the voltmeter. Now, by the reaction process, zinc rod dissolves in zinc sulfate solution by releasing Zn plus 2 ions, and it releases the electron through external circuit. The electrons are passed through the external circuit, reaches the copper electrode, and copper electrode dipped in copper sulfate solution. Cu plus 2 ions gains those 2 electrons deposited as a Cu. These are the reactions: oxidation at anode, reduction at cathode. Now cell notation. This is important for 1 mark. Cell notation. Now Zn is converted into Zn plus 2. Oxidation. Zn is converted into Zn plus 2, which is at left side. This is right side reaction, right hand side reaction. This is left hand side reaction. Left hand side reaction is Zn is converted into Zn plus 2. Zn converted into Zn plus 2. Single vertical line. The single vertical line represents the differentiating between the electrode and electrolytic solution. Electrode and electrolytic solution. This is solid substance. Electrode. Electrolytic solution contains Zn plus 2. So to differentiate both, single vertical line. This is electrode. This is electrolytic solution. Next, double vertical line represents the salt bridge. Double vertical line represents the salt bridge. Again, here Zn is converted into Zn plus 2. Cu plus 2 is converted into Cu. Cu plus 2 is converted into Cu. Single vertical line. Cu plus 2 is converted into Cu. This is the solution. This is the solid substance. Differentiated by single vertical line. Solution to solid. This is about cell notation. Now we will discuss significance of salt bridge. But what is the purpose of the salt bridge? Salt bridge contains the ions KCl, K plus Cl minus, KNO3, K plus NO3 minus. The purpose of salt bridge is it reduces the flow of solution from here to here and here to here. Now here by the reaction process Zn is dissolving as a Zn plus 2. So every time Zn is converted into Zn plus 2. By the time consumption, this weight of the substance, this rod is dissolved in the solution. So number of Zn plus 2 ions increases in the solution. Positive ions increases in the solution. Then what happens here? Cu plus 2 ions gains 2 electron deposited as Cu. Here plus ions are increasing. Here plus ions are decreasing. Plus ions are decreasing means minus ions are increasing. So here domination is plus charge. Here the domination is minus charge. Again, Zn is dissolving in zinc sulfate solution. Zn is converted into Zn plus 2. Positive charge ions are increasing in this solution, in this chamber, left hand side chamber. This side, Cu plus 2 ions are deposited as a Cu. Cu plus 2 ions deposited means the solution is CuSO4, which contain equal number of Cu plus 2 and SO4 minus 2. So, SO4 content will increases, minor charge will increase. So here plus charge is increasing, here minor charge is increasing. If it continue, the cell reaction will stop. To avoid this, to maintain the neutrality in both the sides, here maintained by passing the negative charges, it is neutralized by passing the negative charges, it is neutralized by passing the positive charges. To maintain the neutrality, the work of the salt bridge. So this is the significance of salt bridge. Next we'll discuss electrode potential. Electrode potential. This is called as single electrode potential. Electrode potential or single electrode potential. Now one electrode is dipped in a solution, its own ion solution. For example, zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Zinc sulfate solution. Copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. So the single electrode potential means the rod, metal rod dipped in its own ion solution. Now this is the zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution. What will happen? Zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Here Zn plus 2 ions are released. If Zn plus 2 ions are released means here plus ions are decreasing from metal rod, minus ion electrons are dominating. So this electrode will get the negative charge. That's why in galvanic cell anode will get the negative charge. Anode will get the negative charge. Next cathode, copper rod. Here copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution. What is the reaction here? Cu plus 2 ions gaining electrons from this rod, getting electron from this rod. So from this rod electrons are releasing to the solution. So plus ions are dominating in the electrode. So cathode is plus. Generally anode is plus, cathode is minus. But in galvanic cell here plus ions are enter into the solution. Then electrons are dominating in anode, so minus charge. Now in cathode, electrons are entering into the solution, so plus ions are dominating, so cathode is a plus charge. So at oxidation, anode negative charge, metal rod will get the negative charge. Reduction, cathode will get the positive charge. Cathode reduction charge is a positive charge. This is about single electrode potential. Now the definition of electrode potential is electrode dipped in its own ion solution, potential difference arises in between the solution and electrode. That potential difference is called electrode potential E or single electrode potential. Again, the potential difference arises in between electrode, metal electrode and the solution of its own ion. The difference is called single electrode potential or electrode potential, represented with E. Next topic, magnitude of potential depends on. The potential depends on the potential electrode potential means the potential difference arises in between electrode and its own ion solution. Now this potential is depends on nature of electrode, concentration of the solution and the temperature. Nature of electrode, concentration of the solution and the temperature. These are the three factors influence the potential of a electrode. Now next one, continuation. This is electrode potential E. This is called standard electrode potential. Standard electrode potential E naught. Electrode potential, and this one is standard electrode potential E naught. Same definition. The potential difference arises in between electrode and solution, its own ion solution, is called electrode potential. But here the potential difference arises in between metal and electrolytic solution when the temperature is 298 Kelvin constant, concentration is 1 molar. Then the potential difference is called standard electrode potential. Conditions are standard. Electrode potential means the potential difference arises in between electrode and the solution. Electrode potential. Standard electrode potential means the potential difference arises in between electrode and the solution when the temperature is constant 298 Kelvin, concentration is constant 1 molar. This is called standard electrode potential. Next here standard electrode potential, we can take oxidation potential, reduction potential, but according to IUPAC norms we should take standard reduction potential only. Only standard reduction potential we should take. This is about standard reduction potential. We discussed about electrode potential and standard electrode potential. Now let us discuss about how much amount of electricity is generated is here, that is EMF, electromotive force. By using here cell notation, Zn is converted into Zn plus 2 oxidation, Cu plus 2 is converted into Cu reduction. So Zn is converted into Zn plus 2 oxidation, Cu plus 2 is converted into Cu. So this is cell reaction. So cell reaction contains oxidation at left hand side, reduction at right hand side. Oxidation, reduction. So only oxidation is called oxidation of reaction. So this is oxidation of reaction. This is called reduction of reaction. Together it is a cell reaction. Again, this is a cell. Oxidation at left hand side, reduction at right hand side. Oxidation at anode, reduction at cathode. So this part is called oxidation of reaction. This part is called reduction of reaction. Together it is a cell reaction. So together oxidation is there, reduction is there. So it is called a redox reaction. Again, because of spontaneous redox reaction, electricity is generated in voltmeter. That is called EMF, electromotive force. Now this value we need to calculate. EMF, this electricity is because of oxidation and reduction. So EMF is equal to electromotive force is equal to E anode oxidation plus E cathode reduction. But according to IUPAC norms, we should take only reduction potential. So reduction potential is equal to, here it is oxidation. This is reduction, it is okay, but here it is a oxidation. Here reduction potential of any electrode is equal to minus of oxidation potential. So this is we need to convert into reduction potential. Reduction potential of this anode is equal to minus of oxidation potential. Here minus will come. Here is already reduction potential is there, no need to change. Now the formula is EMF is equal to minus oxidation potential plus reduction potential. So we can write EMF is equal to E cathode minus E anode. E cathode minus E anode. This is called EMF, electromotive force. We can write at standard condition, if the concentration is constant, temperature is constant, E naught cell, standard reduction potential, standard electrode potential, E naught cell for a cell, both oxidation and reduction, it is called cell. E naught cell at standard condition is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Again, EMF is called electromotive force. This electromotive force is because of anode and cathode, oxidation and reduction. So it is called anode, electrode potential of anode oxidation plus electrode potential of cathode reduction. Generally, IUPAC norms consider only reduction potential. So this oxidation we need to convert into reduction potential. Reduction potential is equal to minus of oxidation potential of anode. So minus of oxidation potential of anode. So EMF is equal to E cathode minus E anode. E cathode minus E anode. So if it is the conditions are standard, temperature, concentration is constant, so it is called E naught cell. E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Now we can see like this also. E naught cell is equal to cathode is this side, right side, anode is left side. So E naught cell is equal to E naught right minus E naught left. E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Right means cathode, left means anode. Now general example. This is a standard value. Standard reduction potential. Here reduction potential E cathode minus anode. This is cathode, this is anode. E cathode minus E anode. This E cathode value we cannot calculate directly. This value we cannot get directly. By using the reference electrode we will get. We will discuss afterwards. Now this E naught cathode copper reduction potential value, standard value is 0.34 volts. 0.34 minus, this is left is zinc. Zinc reduction potential value is here minus, here zinc reduction potential is minus 0.76 volts. Minus into minus plus, then 0.34 plus 0.76 is 1.1 volts. This is standard EMF value for Daniell cell. So Daniell cell electrode potential value is 1.1 volts. Next, the usage of reference electrode. Now here this value we won't get directly. we can get this value by indirect method, by using reference electrode. For example, here electricity is generated because of reduction potential and oxidation potential, both cathode and anode. If one value if we know, another value we can calculate. If one value know means that is the standard value. So if the standard value is 0.0 volts, reference electrode value, standard reference electrode value, standard that is 0.0 volts at certain concentration. If it is 0.0 volts, then here E naught right cathode value, electrode potential of cathode value is equal to EMF value. The how much amount of electricity is generated in voltmeter, that is because of cathode. E naught cathode. So E naught cell is equal to E naught right when the anode value is 0.0 volts. Same way, if right value means cathode value. If the right value, cathode value is taken as a reference electrode, another electrode, that electrode value is 0.0 volts. Left one, anode value is, we need to calculate the amount of electricity is generated because of this one. So here the E naught cell is equal to minus of E naught left value. So this is the method of usage of reference electrode. Now we discussed about usage of reference electrode. Again we will see EMF E naught cell, standard electrode potential of a cell is equal to E naught right minus E naught left. E naught right means E naught cathode minus E naught anode. E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Now, if we want to, we cannot calculate the single electrode potential directly. We can calculate by using reference electrode. How to use the reference electrode? See here, we want to calculate the cathode electrode potential value. Then anode electrode potential, you want to calculate cathode, that means right electrode potential value. Left electrode potential value, anode electrode potential is taken as a reference electrode. Reference electrode. Reference electrode means this value is known value. Reference electrode always electrode potential value is known. So this value is known. If this value is known means we can calculate, get this value easily. Same way, we want to calculate the anode reduction potential value. So in place of cathode, connect the reference electrode. In place of cathode, connect the reference electrode. Then we will get the anode value. For example, in electrochemical cell, Daniel cell, zinc is there, copper is there. Zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution, copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. We want to calculate the copper electrode potential value. So in place of zinc, we should take the reference electrode. Which electrode potential value is known. For example, hydrogen electrode potential value is 0.0 volts. If we connect this hydrogen electrode potential to copper electrode, then we will get the potential value, EMF value because of copper. Same way, if you want to calculate zinc electrode potential value, so in place of copper, we need to connect the reference electrode, known electrode potential value, reference electrode. Then we will get the value of zinc. This is the method of usage of reference electrode. We will see in our cylinders, two reference electrodes are there. One is hydrogen electrode, second one is calomel electrode. Hydrogen electrode, calomel electrode. First we will see hydrogen electrode. Hydrogen electrode is also called standard hydrogen electrode or normal hydrogen electrode. Standard hydrogen electrode or normal hydrogen electrode. This is the construction of standard hydrogen electrode. One jar is there which contains the solution, standard solution, 1 molar HCl solution. Temperature is 298 Kelvin. Now this is one glass rod. One inlet is there to pass the hydrogen gas. We are passing the hydrogen gas at 1 atmosphere pressure. Inside the glass rod, one platinum rod is there. Platinum is the inert electrode. Then platinum rod is there. Here end this platinum rod is, this platinum plate is coated with platinum black. Now we are passing the hydrogen gas. The platinum electrode is present in a HCl solution, 1 molar HCl solution. When we pass the hydrogen gas is observed on the platinum electrode. Now potential difference arises here at 1 molar HCl. Temperature is 298 Kelvin. Pressure is 1 atmosphere pressure. Here the potential difference arises is 0.0 volts. So this is one reference electrode. Then here, if reference electrode is act as an anode, reference electrode is act as an anode means right reaction. Anode is right reaction. Then reaction is platinum of H2 single vertical line H plus. Here H plus ion concentration is 1 molar. This is when reference electrode is act as an anode. Again see platinum of H2 single vertical line H plus when it is act as an anode, hydrogen electrode. When reference electrode is act as a cathode, reference electrode is act as a cathode means we are going to calculate the electrode potential of anode. So if the reference electrode is act as a cathode, then reverse H plus 1 molar concentration, single vertical line, half H2 plus half H2 platinum. Now few limitations are there. First limitation is we cannot maintain the 1 atmosphere pressure and 1 molar concentration for this one. Second limitation is this is where the platinum electrode is there. If any impurity is there, the activity of platinum will be decreases. These are the two limitations here. Then we can use the second reference electrode, that is the calomel electrode. Calomel electrode is, this is the construction of calomel electrode. Here mercury, down layer is a mercury, next layer is solidified mercurous chloride plus mercury, solidified mercurous chloride plus mercury, and above this one KCl solution is there. Then concentration of KCl solution is known. If the KCl solution is saturated here, this one is called saturated calomel electrode. If the KCl concentration is 1 normal, this is called normal calomel electrode. This is about calomel electrode. Now mercury is there. Above down layer is a mercury. Next layer is a solidified mercurous chloride plus mercury. Electrolyte solution is KCl. This is a reference electrode equation of H2 of Hg2Cl2 plus 1 electron gives 1 Hg plus Cl minus. This is the cell reaction of calomel electrode. Now we discussed about reference electrode, standard hydrogen electrode and calomel electrode. These are the reference electrodes. Then this is about electrochemical cell. This is a very important topic. Revise today. Then tomorrow we are going to discuss about the Nernst equation. Thank you very much.